Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo, or Omega Carl Hunga 712. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Smackin' Sweaties. I know you guys have been, you seem to enjoy the first one I put up, so I'm bringing you a second one here. This will be part 2. The other guy on the team, KKA NBA, phenomenal player. I may upload another video that I played with him earlier. We don't end up winning the match, but I end up out shooting him, getting more kills and stuff. But phenomenal player. I think he has like 45 days played on the game. He had like a 3-8 win-loss and like a 3-8 KD or something like that. So really, really good player. So I really had fun with this game. I don't drop anything crazy kill-wise in this one. This is more about basically playing like an ex-competitive player that I was. Is bringing back old memories of playing Domination on Ghost. I know a lot of people preferred Hardpoint, but I actually kind of like Domination for competitive. But anyways, I figured I'd give you guys a few tips here for getting kill streaks and playing Domination, because that seems to be the hot game mode for getting your kill streaks, getting a lot of your high kill games comes from Domination. And I think what sometimes people fail to understand is that you don't have to constantly push. You don't have to constantly run at the enemy team. Typically, the way you play Domination, I guess I shouldn't say this is the way you should play it. I mean, everybody's got a way of playing it, but I guess from the competitive standpoint, that's what I'm going to give you guys today, which might help you in the future if you want to increase your win-loss ratio, if you want to increase your KD, if you want to work towards kill streaks. Listen to these tips here. But anyways, typically in Domination, you of course you have 3 flags. Typically you take your home flag and the B flag, or whatever sometimes there's been a few maps where the B flag's actually harder to get, so you'll take the other 2 flags like A and C that we have here. Typically in Domination, you take 2 flags, you keep the enemy team back at their flag, or back at the flag that they have, and you completely control the map. Because in Domination, if you have 2 flags and they have 1, they have to push you. They have to come to you to get that flag, to obtain that flag. And that's how Domination should be played. Oh, and a quick comment too, guys. Sorry about not having any game sound. I'll put some music or something like that in the background. I forgot that I recorded on the PlayStation, and you have to set your controls to where they play through the TV and the amp rather than through my headset, so that's why you guys aren't hearing any gunfire or anything like that in the background. But anyways, getting back to it, that's main thing right there. You want to win Domination, you want to win games, you want to play for kill streaks, you want to play for your win-loss ratio. Play Domination like that, you're going to win the majority of the time. Now, if you have some teammates that are struggling, or if you have an off game or something, then you just might not win. That's just the way it is. But that's the best way. And like you see me here, we've got the C flag, we've got the B flag, they have A. I end up pushing up a little too far there. That was my fault, and that's why they ended up getting that spawn. But that's your main goal right here. Now, as you can see, if you're looking at the mini map right now, most of our team, basically our whole team's on A, I'm at B, they're taking C. So there's going to be only 2 directions they can come from. Straight ahead C here, or they can come down through construction and go and try to capture the A flag. Again, it's all about map control. It's all about shutting down lanes. That's how you play Dom. Like I said, if you want high-end kill streaks, that's how you get them. You don't have to constantly run at people. I know sometimes people call this camping, what I'm doing here, but it's really, I guess it's technically camping. I'm holding down lanes and stuff, but you see what I'm doing there? I'm utilizing cover. I understand spawns. I know where they're coming from, and like I said here, our teammates are starting to work towards the C flag. So where's the enemy team? They're at the B flag. I know where they're going to be. I'm pre-firing corners. I'm hugging corners. That's another thing I'll talk about here in a second. But it's all about map control, and you just kind of know where people are going to be after you just after you play the game for a while. Like I got kind of crapped on there. But another thing, hug your corners. As you see, as I'm coming around here, I'm not running wide, out in the open. I'm not out there wide. I'm really tight to cover everything. As you see there, I go prone. Run out of ammo, and I end up dying to this guy. But that's another tip I can give you guys if you want to become a competitive player. If you just want to improve on your game, hug corners. Don't try to make yourself the smallest target possible when you're running, when you're moving around the map. Don't always sprint either. Don't always sprint here. Like right here, I'm hugging this corner. They have to come out in order to get to the B flag. When I'm hugging that corner, and I'm pre-aimed too, don't forget that I'm pre-aiming the corner here, there's just no way that they're going to win that gunfight. You know, again, that guy there, he's running out in the open. I peek the corner. I'm hugging the corners here again, coming around, and they just have no chance at winning that gunfight. Now there'll be times, of course, where they may get lucky and get the first shot off on you, or they may get lucky and just have a gun that does a little more damage, or they might get a lucky headshot on you. And I shouldn't say lucky, but those are just all scenarios there where, even though you're hugging a corner and playing a head glitch or something like that, that's why you still may die. Look at this. And this was a thing on Prison Break. I love this map, but this hill was just so powerful. If you lock this hill down, you were going to probably win 9 out of 10 games. That hill was so powerful. And especially with the Remington with muzzle brake here, and it was a muzzle brake, red dot, and foregrip. That gun was just so good, such a good weapon. But like I said, I just wanted to give you guys a few tips here while we're going through. One thing I'll say, if you guys go back to Ghost, I think Ghost is actually a really good game to go back to if you want to get ready for Call of Duty World War II to get the movement down. Of course, I haven't played World War II yet. I wasn't quite lucky enough to be invited out. Hopefully at some point I can build this channel up with Omega, and we'll receive a few invites to go out and record some early game footage. But I wasn't lucky enough to, and that there was so unlucky. I was waiting and waiting and waiting. I was like, oh, look at that terrible spawn for that guy. But I was waiting there for like 10 minutes for that guy to push up the hill, and he doesn't push up, so I call out my dog, and he pushes up right when I'm calling in my dog. But I think this is a good game also. I know Ghost has that negative connotation that this was like one of the worst Call of Duties made. I think somebody on the Reddit COD competitive page that I get on every day, some guys were talking about how a lot of people are going back to Ghost to play some game battles, and there's a few people on there saying, well, this was the second worst COD. I don't think this was as bad of a Call of Duty as people made it out to be. I understand there wasn't Capture the Flag, which would have been nice. There wasn't Hardpoint, which I'm fine with Dom. I actually like Domination. I understand people liking Hardpoint better, but this might have been the best search and destroy of any Call of Duty, was Call of Duty Ghost. So many lines, there was a few lines of sights. There's a lot of nice maps on here from the competitive playlist. Warhawk, I think, was one of the best maps ever made in Call of Duty, and that was inarguably, a bottom 3 COD here. With Call of Duty Ghosts. So but anyways, like I said, again, I think this would be a really good map for people to go back to, or this would be a really good COD to go back to, just because the hit detection's phenomenal. The new COD, every year the hit detection seems to get a little better in all the Call of Duties. The movement's much slower. What I heard from some of the YouTubers that got to go to the event, I don't believe there's stock on any of the guns. I think it's like a perk, but it's a slower perk. In this game, of course, Stalker was banned. That was like stock. It was a perk instead of an attachment. And you'd skate on ice, which was so incredibly overpowered, and that's why the pros banned it almost instantaneously when they used it. Because basically you could just walk around the map ADS'd and just kill everybody. It was like you were on skates. So they ended up banning that. And like I said, again, I think the guns, the feel of the guns, like I said, the maps, the movement, I think this would be the perfect game too for World War II as well. So like I said, I just wanted to give you guys a few tips, talk to you about Domination, and show you guys that the old man here still has it. He still probably can compete. I don't know that for sure, but like I said, playing a great guy on the other team, phenomenal player, just phenomenal shots. I love that though. I love playing really good players, and I was fortunate to have a guy to go 26-6 with 10 caps, so that helps. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the Smackin' Sweaties series. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next video. Omega Carl out.